Happy Thursday, Wildcats! Thank you for tuning in and joining me today. Today's book is called The Hummingbirds Day. It's actually a really lovely book. I really like it, and I hope you will too. So, this is Mr. Hummingbird and Mrs. Hummingbird, and we are going to check out what their day is like. Alright. Let's make sure everyone can see okay. The hummingbirds laugh all the time. They're happy people. What are they laughing for? They laugh at everything they see, and then they laugh some more. They laugh and joke all day. That's what they do the best. Ha 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 ha. They laugh when things are in a mess. So even when things are in a mess, they still laugh. They're just having a good time all day long. Once, Mrs. Hummingbird was out. Hooray, she said, it's spring. I feel so happy when I dig. Why? I could dance and sing. So she looks like she is taking care of the garden while the dog is digging out everything. She's just at such a good mood. Now, then out came Mr. Hummingbird. Good morning, honey bun. Now before I go on and read you more, let's see. Mr. Hummingbird, and I believe that's a cup of coffee. He is making such a mess. The coffee is actually pouring out. But then, they're such happy people, nothing seems to faze them. And then, can I help you with your work? It looks like so much fun. So Mr. Hummingbird is trying to be nice. And just by telling Mrs. Hummingbird's face, she is probably going to say yes. Look how happy she looks. When Mr. Hummingbird was done, the garden was a mess. I messed up, honey bun, he said. It's not my day, I guess. But even though he made such a big mess, but Mrs. Hummingbird just laughed. She didn't jump and shout. She wasn't angry at him. Instead, she said, "Thank you, honey bun. Thanks for helping out." And look how lovely they are. They are just so good to each other. You know, said Mr. Hummingbird, it's time to fix the door, because apparently the door completely broke apart. I worked on it this morning, but I could do some more. Now, girls and boys, can you guess what's gonna happen? I bet you can. Hooray, said Mrs. Hummingbird. I know just what to do. She is going to help. I'll help you fix it, honey bun. It's much more fun with two. Why do it alone when you can do it with me, Mr. Hummingbird? We will make a good team fixing the door. I can't get to the page. There we go. Well, did they do a good job, boys and girls? But no one could go in the house when Mrs. Hummingbird was done. She said, I think this needs more work. I'll fix it, honey bun. So, you see, not only did they put on nails on one side, they put it on two sides and no one could open the door. The door is now jammed. But did Mr. Hummingbird get mad? He did not. But Mr. Hummingbird just laughed. He didn't jump and shout or get mad. Thank you, honey bun, he said. Thanks for helping out. And honey bun, they said, you know, this work feels more like play. The hummingbirds just laughed again. What fun they had that day. Now, boys and girls, what can we learn from Mr. and Mrs. Hummingbird? Now, Mr. Hummingbird made a mess in the garden initially, and then later on, Mrs. Hummingbird made a mess with the door too, because instead of helping it fix it nicely, they together just jammed the door, and now they can't even go in the house. But were they ever mad at each other? No, they just kind of laugh things off, keep it positive, and they are forgiving toward each other. And can you tell that they really love each other? Yeah, I think they just choose to say, I'll go first for you, honey. And that's why they are so loving with each other. Now, what if we would act with each other, towards each other, or interact with the people that we live with and we love more like Mr. and Mrs. Hummingbird? I think we will also have great days like they do as well. So, I hope you liked today's story, and come back tomorrow for Friday's reading before the weekends, because tomorrow's story is pretty special too. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!